Hello YouTube, LD50 here, back with another video, and today we're going to quickly revisit Lazy Moze. As I said in the original video, I'm not a Moze main, so my understanding is somewhat limited, and since making that video I've been made aware of a couple of changes that could improve the build. I'll leave a link in the description to the original build video if you want to check that out for the full in-depth build video, but today we're just going to really touch on the changes that we've made, just slight improvements, but certainly worthwhile touching on them, and bring another video to you to explain. So the changes that we've made, we have taken a point out of Cloud of Lead and put it into Dakka Bear. I actually missed this in the first build video, but Dakka Bear does give Iron Cub 20% extra damage, so that's a 5th extra damage, so that's really a no-brainer, and you're not really sacrificing free ammo that much. So instead of every 4 shots, it's every 5 shots, so it's a little bit less free ammo, but a lot more action skill damage. And then the other change that we've made, now I didn't know about this at all because it doesn't say it on the card. Auto Bear. I've taken a point out of explosive punctuation and put it into Auto Bear, and the reason for that is when Iron Cub's duration finishes, Auto Bear becomes active. I didn't know this, so essentially you're getting a free 15 seconds extra of Iron Cub duration, which is going to help you on the battlefield. Whilst you have that 15 seconds, so whilst Auto Bear is active, you can proc Grizzled by killing stuff, so you're going to bring your cooldown down, and also you're technically on cooldown, so you will be proccing Big Surplus in those circumstances. So that is the main changes. I'm not going to go through the full skill tree because that's in the original video, but I will just run through them on screen so that you can see the skill trees, and then we're just going to have a quick talk about comms, and we're going to go and do a comm test. So here's our Demolition Woman tree with the change to Auto Bear, our Shield of Retribution tree, our Bottomless Mags with the change to Dakka Bear, and our Bear Mother tree. So comms, in the original video we were using a Blastmaster comm, and I did suggest that a Minesweeper comm would also work. At the time I only had this Minesweeper comm here, which wasn't particularly what I was looking for. I didn't really want to have lots of points into Torg cross promotion, because I found that that can be a little bit disastrous on battlefield, because you can get self-damage from it, particularly for barrels and things like that. It's Torg cross promotion, as I understand it, will influence the way that barrels work, so they'll make the radius larger and the damage greater, so you're more likely to be downed by inadvertent barrel explosion. But since that video I have come across 2 nice Minesweeper comms here. This one here has full 5 out of 5 into Fire in the Skag Den, and this one here has 4 in Fire in the Skag Den and a point in redistribution. Now redistribution obviously is a very good skill to have, helps with ammo regen, and the Minesweeper comm, landing a critical hit has 25% chance to drop a micro grenade that explodes after a short time. So that's giving you a lot of extra damage. I think this is a good comm for bossing, certainly against single targets. I like the Blastmaster for general use, but Minesweeper I think is a better comm for bossing. So what we're going to do is we're going to head over to Grave Ward, and we're going to do 2 kills on him, one with the Blastmaster and one with the Minesweeper, just to see how effective each comm is. The passives are similar, they're not identical, but they are similar. We have weapon damage on both cards, we have SMG damage on the Blastmaster, but we have weapon critical damage on the Minesweeper, and we are wanting to be aiming for crits anyway to activate the Minesweeper comm. So in this instance, I think the weapon critical damage is possibly a better passive to have. So we'll head over to Grave Ward, we'll perform the comm test and have a little bit of a recap. So I'll see you over there. Welcome back. We're here at Grave Ward to perform the comm test. We're going to have the same weapon, shield, grenade and artifact, and we'll just test 2 comms. We're going to ignore Grave Ward's first phase so that we can just concentrate really on his arm to see how much damage we get into that, and then proceed on to finish him off with his chest or nose crit spots. So let's jump down. We'll ignore his first phase.
Rip them apart!
Deploy Iron Cub. And fairly short work. And now we'll repeat that, but we'll use the Minesweeper comm. Same setup. Right, we'll swap our comm over to the to the Minesweeper comm. I think we'll use this one here because it's got a point in redistribution. It's not exactly the same passives, but I think it's close enough. And again, we'll jump down and ignore his first phase. We'll deploy Iron Cub and start throwing some grenades. And in my opinion, a lot more damage. So I think the comm's a little bit better for bossing, particularly against targets that have easy crit spots, because the Minesweeper sticky bombs are going to do extra bonus damage against crits. So there we go, that's the test between the 2 comms. I quite like the Minesweeper for bossing, but I do like the Blastmaster for sort of general map running, going through the takedowns and some of the trials and other mob heavy areas. But you know, horses for courses really. Both comms work very well with this build, so you know, whichever you can get your hands on. Right, there we go. I think we'll call that a day. I hope that you've enjoyed this update to the build video, and I hope that you'll maybe give this build a go and see if you enjoy it. I think it's a lot of fun. Anyway, please, if you've enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like. I've been LD50, you've been lovely, and we'll see you in the next one.